G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for episode number 20 of our Aether Pets Ritualist playthrough, where we are heading back to Elite. In between episodes I did one more turn-in Forgotten Gods, and that was the inventor back at the first town. I just gave him his book to get it out of my inventory, and that was all that you missed out on. So let's get everything set up here and figure out where we were up to. We still have to help Barnabas with the water supply and collect the Aether crystals. So I think actually all I did in Elite, hang on, where are we up to? I ran the whole way through and killed the warden. That's right, I farmed a weapon from him. Looks like I skipped a whole bunch of the quests though. So we will need to go, where did I keep that? Level 52, not sure. I'm going to throw that out. Okay, you know what, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. Actually I don't know why I was keeping those. Beast Callers, I'll hang on to this just in case. I may find more of that set. Right, I needed Aether crystals, didn't I? How many do we need? 4. Right, there we go, we'll go do that quest. Rescued Angrim. Okay. So we will get our skill point. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Everybody loves skill points, and you know what, I have no idea where I'm going to put this. I think Emboldening Presence. Although looking at that, yeah, we'll do Emboldening Presence. And we'll go help with the water pump. We need scrap. I think once we're done, once we've helped Barnabas, we can just talk to what's his name, Bourbon? John Bourbon? This guy. Yeah, Captain John Bourbon. I think we'll be able to just talk to him and finish out a whole bunch of quests. Okay. We'll go take care of the Slith. I think, wearing... No. I was going to say, I think I was wearing a Slith ring. I am, but it's not from this quest. Alright, so we'll move through here relatively quickly. Not really interested in anything that can drop here. So we're just going to go kill Veloth, and then we'll be done here. Just remember to use that teleport more often. Just speed up movement a little bit. Be good for getting through block choke points as well. Just wondering, no spirit on either of these pieces, so we're coming up 510. How much do we get for each point in this bar? Spirit, we get 3 spirit, so not very much. We will probably need a piece of gear with a spirit roll on it. It's unfortunate. Alrighty. I do like scrap, I'll take that. I wonder if we're gonna get the totem in here today. I think it would probably be on the map already if we were. Yeah, we're not getting it. It's unfortunate. I think it spawns here, or maybe here. It's one of these 2 spots. Not today. Okay, as far as MIs from Act 1 in Elite, the only one we're interested in is Krieg's weapon, and we've already got that, so don't really care. I'll take that shrine. Okay, did not drop her MI. Diamond Signet of the Untamed, though. Alright, devotion points. We'll continue putting the points into Typhus the Jailer. More health, some offensive ability for the pets. Next level is crit damage. I wonder if they can actually crit things. Right, we are done here. So back to Devil's Crossing. And we'll go talk to Barnabas, and then we'll go find John Bourbon and talk to him a lot as well. And I'm pretty sure that puts us into the start of Act 2. Okay, and I will speak to him. Did get a level up, which is nice. I think we continue pumping Emboldening Presence. And I will probably put one more level into this. Having said that, physical resist is very nice. 2 big pets, 12 little pets. Alright, we're good to go. We're not going to do Forgotten Gods just yet. We will come back for that. Okay. And of course I don't have enough scrap on me. Really would be nice if you could pay for that sort of stuff from your stash. Potentially you can actually, now that I think about it. But it'd be nice to be able to do it from the shared stash as well. As long as I'm here, may as well sell all of this rubbish. Do note, in Elite, you do get a resistance penalty, just for existing in Elite difficulty. It's only this top row, so your Elemental, your Poison, and your Piercing all get penalties for being in Elite, and then in Ultimate, I'm pretty sure it's everything gets a penalty. We were sufficiently overcapped from normal that that we are still capped in Elite as well. So that is nice. Elite Act 2 generally is a little easier than normal or Veteran Act 2, just because by now you've got pretty good resistances, so all of their piercing shots will be hitting maximum resistances instead of, 30, 40, maybe 50% in normal. We are going to go and rescue the Skinner family. So Stephen Skinner, same as in normal. Just put your mouse just on the bottom of the top option, spam click, and he will be saved. We are going to take the merchant option rather than the ring option for the caravan quest through here. Because, our chaos resistance is a 40% over cap, so I really don't care for the memorial ring. What is that one? Forsaken. Probably go get that totem after we're done in here. So the Spine Cove has a devotion shrine. Also has Exalted Chest, a one-shot chest, which we're going to go fetch as well. Just clear this area a little bit. This fight can be somewhat dangerous. Okay, here we go. One down. And complete. Okay, Boneweave Girdle. vitality, unfortunately. Belt is a slot that I don't really have an amazing item for. I think the only thing I care about on here is the resistances and the +1 to necromancer skills. So that is unfortunate. I am going to go get that one-shot chest. And Barros Radlith there is going to have to die, unfortunately. Well, die again, I guess. Alrighty. Now he does tend to ignore your pets and just beeline for the summoner. So we'll see if he does that this time. Looks like he's fighting the Briarthorn. Dropped his MI, which is no good for this build. I don't think I've ever had a build that was interested in that MI. Swamp Dweller leggings. Again, I think that's the ones we already have over here. 7222. Yeah, so these ones are just better. Probably try and put those on once we hit 65. We'll see how the resistances are, because I want the Coven stuff at 65. This chest just here was the Exalted chest, the one-shot. Our guaranteed blue was a gun, unfortunately. Gun's not really what I'm after. But that's okay. We will turn it into bits. There's not actually a lot of blues that are really interesting for this build. Having said that, I am wearing a whole bunch of them, so could just be wrong there. Right. There's a ramp down here. And you know what? We're going to skip that. That totem is too far out of the way, I think. And you can never have enough Aether crystals. And I didn't talk to his friends, so we have to go talk to him. Definitely should be talking to the guy lying on the floor here. I can never remember his name. Drew. Definitely should be talking to him before you go into that cave. Speaking of that cave, we now have enough points to max that. I think we were heading for Mogdrogan next, which I think means we need +1 in purple. Hang on one sec, let me check. For devotions, Empty Throne, we've already completed that. Yeah, Mogdrogan was next, so it is going to be 1 in purple. And actually, I'm going to go take the points out of the lion. With Isaiah, when you talk to him, ask who he is and then say what you have to say, but make it quick is the option to keep him as a merchant in Act 3. And pretty much any other choice will result in you having to fight him and then later his daughter. Which will give you a really nice ring, but it's mostly a chaos resistance ring, and I'm kind of fine with our chaos resist. Turn these in to get them out of our inventory. This fortified doublet or doublet, it's pretty good. It's kind of like, you know, if you haven't found anything good by this point, you can use it, sort of thing. Take the 3 points out of the lion, and we will instead put them into Mogdrogan the wolf. So pet OA, pet damage, and pet total speed. Bit of resistance for us, and some health. Not bad. This next one is not much good. 80% all pet damage is pretty good. Bleed and Ellie resist for me is good. and Howl of McDrogan is also really quite nice. Right, so back to what we were doing. I guess as long as I'm here, I'll talk to Mornay. Okay, and we'll get on it. We will go and hit them hard and fast, whoever they are. Right. Here we go. So the ethereals through here are a little bit more beefed up, but not really an issue. You could, if you wanted to, again, steal the relic here. You would only really be stealing it for future characters, though, because it's just not very good for pets. It does have a bunch of stats on it. It's actually just going to look it up while I go through here. So Bone Talisman, where is the elite version? It's like Ivory Talisman. Yeah, so the elite version has 12% all damage, 7% physique, cunning, and spirit, and some OA. So it's not bad as just a stat item, I guess. The 300% all damage doesn't apply to our pets though, so it's unfortunately not very good as a damage buff. There's our Royal Jelly number 1. There's Royal Jelly number 2. Serrated spikes, usually one I run out of fairly often. Let's see if we can get all 3 of the Royal Jellies in here. Would be nice. It's also quite rare that that happens, but it can. I think we have one more pack of bees to fight. Now we're done with bees, unfortunate. Okay, here's Balthazar. We're not actually here for him, we're just here for the dynamite, so there we go. Cruel Edge, is that a sword? It's an axe. Okay. We didn't lose any skeletons there. What are our Skelly's fire resistances? Let's just not stand in that. That would be great. Pet bonuses. Fire resist 36. So actually not amazing. Okay. There's our third royal jelly. Excellent. So I don't have to go back to the stash. And there's a fourth. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever had 4 before. Occasionally get 3. Not very often though. Okay, so we'll go get the Elder. I basically just want him for reputation. So I'm going to give the relic back because it's worthless, as discussed earlier. And yeah, if you want to keep it for another character or whatever, that's fine. But yeah, I play all my characters from scratch anyway, so I won't be sharing gear. It's literally worthless for me. Okay, detonation site, kaboom. I'm just gonna go back and turn these in now, so I don't have to come back later. So do be careful with your choice here. I'm gonna give it to him. Gives you additional Rover's Rep, which is more valuable to me than a relic that I'm not going to use. There's our extra bag that we don't get because we are already full. I may have lied. That might have been our 5th bag. Alright, I think we're gonna... Just sell all this rubbish. Actually, that ring, the Skinner family seal. Pierce res I think is fine. Ellie res is less than the Slith primal ring. Yeah, we don't care about that. Alright, Boneweave girdle. It's not a bad belt for any build that's going to be in melee range fairly often. The attack damage converted to health is nice, the lifesteal proc is nice. Not for a summoner though. Alright, and we are heading north. There'll be another shrine here, so that'll be another devotion. We only have 10 left, so could potentially cap that out in Act 3, I think. So in normal there are 47 shrines in total, but to get them all you have to basically do a completionist run. Like you would have to do all of the skeleton key dungeons, I think, except for the Court of the Magi one, Morganeth's Folly, I think it's called. I think that's the only one that doesn't have one in it. And I think Shattered Realm has one. There's a lot of places that are annoying to go to, shall we say. But this one is not free. You have to do, Vengeful Wraith. Heading into Elite, these become a little more annoying to complete. They're not just base items anymore. And I think the Vengeful Wraith or Vengeful Spirit is actually I was going to say I think it was a blueprint, but apparently not. Or I already have the blueprint and I just didn't notice. Also possible. We're not going to speak with the emissary just yet. Alright. 2 blues. Witch Stalker is a gun. Wild Collar Decapitator is an axe, so not really much good. A little bit of bleeding damage for our pets and for us. 10% attack damage converted to health is nice, but again, not for us. Having said that, does Bone Harvest have weapon damage on it? It does. So our Bone Harvest will now heal us. Not that we generally stay very low for very long. We have pretty good regen. Alright. I am going to go down to New Harbor and deal with Silas here. Nice easy quest. We're just going to bribe him to go away. And get us some scrap. Three scrap for 2,500. I think they're normally 1,600 each or something like that. I forget exactly how it works, but it's a cheap way of getting scrap. Okay. We will accept all of these quests. Okay, so the Royal Jelly Salve, I think, is 12 regen. Okay, I thought this was a better one. That's fine. Where is it? We use that. Here we go. So just some regen. We're just going to use it because otherwise I'll just put it in my stash and forget it exists. Which I guess is not really that bad of a deal. They're definitely good. If you're scared of a boss that you kind of have to fight, it is definitely worth using all of the Royal Jelly stuff. Dropped a Soul Catcher amulet. We probably won't use that, but that is a really good amulet. Let's have a better look at that. Where did it go? Here. Okay, so all the damage at the top we don't care about. Less damage from undead is nice. Aether resist is nice. +1 to Necro is the same as we have. So this is actually not very useful. We would lose 120% Aether damage on Mog's Pact, 5% Fizz Result. Nah. It's a nice amulet. And if I wasn't using that MI, then definitely consider it. But I think the Death Watcher pendant is just better. I don't know why I came back. There's no turn-ins yet. I'll hang on to it. Will I? No, we'll just sell it. Same with all those potions, actually. I'll keep the stack of 40. It's more or less just taking up room in our inventory. Just like all this stuff that doesn't need to be in there. Having said that, one more level and then we can use that stuff. So Hanafi Mine, or Hanafi Mine, yep. I come through here basically to avoid the pit, and also because there is a guaranteed dynamite here. Looks like we have to fight Old Mate as well, and his Whittle Rat. Doomforged Breastplate could be good. Definitely is good. We got another dynamite out of it too. As far as that goes, I definitely want to put that on. Can we afford to lose 18 PS resist? Not really. We're going to anyway next level. That could be a problem. Oh well, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Wonder how much reputation we need with Bismeal to get that chest. Might go look at it later. Resummon Skellies because they're all dead again. Okay, free dynamite. And we're going to be blowing up forges again. All of these quests are, it's the same as normal. Just run through here. The only difference is now we're a fair bit stronger and have more gear, basically. Of course, the enemies are a fair bit stronger as well. There we go. So one more Bandit Forge, and then we'll head in to have a little chat with Cronley. Should be able to kill him this episode, no worries. Okay, Bandit Forge is dead. Let's just come down here. They're 64, that's nice. Again, more points in Emboldening Presence. Resummon the Angry Pup Plant. So this is actually getting to be pretty good. The bleed resist is nice, just to not have to worry about it so much. And there's another devotion shrine in here as well, which will be good to get. Moneybags is at the front today, which I guess is nice for getting him out of the way. Just kind of have to be careful. He does have, I think it's Thermite Mine that shreds fire resistances. And he dropped both dynamites, so pretty lucky for dynamite on this run actually, which I'm happy about. Looks like the shrine, or the totem, is not here. We'll head down here and pick up the quest item from this urn cluster, and scrap and scavenge plating. That one's actually pretty cheap. Okay, Mogdrogan's next point. Ellie and bleeding res, +3 to max bleeding. and more pet damage. Pretty good. Do we actually need... What do we have to bind this to? Need another attack skill. Might be time to put a point into Ravenous Earth, perhaps, or maybe Ill Omen. Probably Ill Omen. Yeah, most likely Ill Omen. It's pretty good for the reduced target's damage, 4% with 1 point is pretty good. I think that scales up to like 13 or 14%, which is pretty nice in terms of defense. Don't really need to go for the full clear here. Did we kill Darius? Darius? What's his name? We must have killed him. He'd be standing here if we didn't. Just going to use another one of those, because why not? Unfortunate those little scrap piles in here can drop dynamite. Although, not very often. Go around the back way, clear the bees out. Maybe we'll get another royal jelly. Who knows? There's a few little areas like this, like there's another one sort of down here. But again, usually you open them up and they'll drop you a couple of rare items and some coins. Or some iron bits, and that's it. So it's not really worth going out of your way to get them. If you're standing right next to them though, it's probably worth it. Alrighty. So we've already killed Moneybags, so he can't be just around this corner here. So I think Moneybags and Cronley are probably the two most dangerous things in this area. Legendary gloves, no good for us. We will pick them up, however. Just spamming the pickup item key. I'm not sure if the microphone's picking it up, but definitely gonna wear that key out. Alright, so Crunley still does Aether damage, still summons ads, and it's basically the same as normal. Still have to talk to him the first time. So, there we go, just kill him. He will put his shield up, and he will kill your pets fairly easily. There's not a whole lot you can do about that, you just resummon them. We have much better items now, so resummoning them is much easier. And there he goes. Cronley's Signet of the Untamed. Okay, so that's a pet affix, and I believe we were already wearing a Cronley's Signet. So this could be an upgrade. Okay, Crushing. I think that's an upgrade. Yeah, I think so. The lightning resist, I don't care about that. We're way overcapped. And then pierce resist would be an increase, and we would still be fine for poison. Once we went back to normal and got another Slith Venom. Actually, we could buy that in... Excuse me, we can buy that in Elite. Now that frog's back. Thought I got rid of him. Okay, I'm gonna take... Do I need another cluster? Not really. Just gonna destroy everything for the extra XP. I think it gives extra XP anyway. Where is it? That one. Okay, so important thing to do is remember that you have to run out and get the rift in the next area, otherwise you will have to run all the way back if you reset your portal. And I'd rather not talk about why I know that to be true. I'm sure everyone can guess. That's a lot of peasants in that last group. It's not ideal. Alright, just clear out this rubbish around here. Actually, there's a quest up here. I don't think I did this one in normal, but it's a little bit of reputation. You can fight these guys or you can talk them down. If you talk them down, they will end up in, I think we pay him, and then we talk to her, tell her about the prison, and send them to the prison. Right, so let's get our new ring online. May as well talk to Monet since we're here. Okay, no, not you. I need this guy, Alice. And we want one of those, which I'm going to put onto, where did I put that ring? There it is. Okay, I thought we would need some more vitality as well, but apparently not. So that's nice. I will still put the soul shard on it just for a little bit extra, and because there isn't a huge amount of other things that can go on it. Okay, let's sell some stuff while we're here. Nice to have an item with some pet stats on it finally. Although having said that, 20% health and some phys res, not a huge deal. I did not want to sell that, give that back. You can also take a look at, for example, the Devil's War Seal here. Can be quite good. Level 40 though. Yeah, we'll leave it. And I think that's all we really need. I can sell that ring now. I really want to put this on. +2 to raise skellies combined with these two would cap our raised skeletons. Did that have spirit? It did. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to bring spirit up to +10. And where did our couple go? Oh, there's no actual quest for them. Okay. Alright, we'll go talk to Barnabas here, and then, alright. So that was actually a waste of time. Right, so back to old Arkovia, and we're going to talk to a couple of people here. So, Quaid, we have a bunch of quests to turn in for him. So we've already killed Moneybags, and we found some texts for her. Okay, so we're getting some decent XP out of that. And how is our rover's reputation? Rovers are at Honored. So since we're here, I'm going to buy the writ for the rovers. Although having said that, I probably maybe shouldn't have. Oh no, the Venom Guard is pretty good. I think Kingsguard from the Black Legion is probably better. Some of this stuff is good, I'm sure. Oh well, I already bought it, so that's fine. I think we're done here, so we'll go over to Twin Falls. Get another devotion shrine. Should be able to move through here relatively quickly. Okay, Forsaken Spirit Shrine. These guys should be halfway dead before they even get out of the ground. Yeah, they're literally halfway dead before they start moving. Alright, what did we get? Just going to ignore that stuff we're standing in. Which is definitely a bad choice to make, but here we are. Okay, Unholy Visage of the Covenant. This is a Chaos Pet build item. Probably for a Conjurer. Definitely a Cultist, so either Conjurer or Kabbalist. Okay, continuing on. This is the Ancient Lectern. Gives you the first item, or one of 3 while you're outside. Otherwise you would have to find 3 of those inside the tomb here. Free loot behind this wall here. And another little secret just here. Again, secret in air quotes, because I'm sure most people know about this, but I think this one's really cool. Walk through a secret tunnel, come out the back here, get a chest with nothing important in it, have to walk all the way back. I don't know, I like this one. Don't forget to pick up the quest from Balvaruk here. It's time to wake up, you guys. I don't know if the mic picked up my alarm, but there we go. Right, so we are here for this devotion shrine and then entry into the underground. Though having said that, that alarm is also time to go get ready for work, so we might have to end the episode fairly soonish. One thing I do need to do though is I think I'll head back to town. I'm going to take a point out of Emboldening Presence, I think, and just put 1 point into Ill Omen for now. We're very close to 65. Where are we? Shaman, 1 point out of that. Okay. 1 point into Ill Omen. Now the question becomes, where do we put it on the bar? Don't really want to put it next to the Aether Cluster, because I will fat finger it, and I will end up using the Aether Cluster. You know what, we might have to put the big pets here. And we'll put Ill Omen there, which now means we can apply this to Ill Omen. So this is basically a flat bleeding damage buff and a bunch of speed for our pets all the time. No, it's not. That is the proc. Okay, so I was reading that wrong. 12.5 second skill recharge, 5-second duration. So this is a fairly regular proc, which we will have to use fairly often. I'm gonna go actually. We'll continue on for a minute or two and just test this out. But this episode is pretty much over, and you're not going to miss anything if you tune out now. Probably. Alright, let's see if we can get this to proc. There it is, Harlemog Drogon. Everybody gets faster. This should spread really well in in packs. Yeah. Triggers fairly often. 20% chance, but it's going to be, so because it's on Ill Omen, it's going to be 20% for each tick. And each time Ill Omen spreads, it should have another chance as well. So this Ill Omen basically spreads through a pack of monsters and hits each of them all the time. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here. Unfortunately, I have to go do my real work. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. So bye for now.